Well, what you going to be now, John?
You want to watch out? Because I'm going to be just like you, Uncle. Now, I'm going to be a real rock and roller.
Speaking of shows being shows and not real life.
Fed Up with Falcone is what we're calling this one. John Turturro says he declined to return as Carmine Falcone because he thought there was, quote, was a lot of violence towards women in the show. Now, that is interesting, considering that so far, John Turturro's body count in the Batman is significantly higher than anything we have seen Mark Strong's version of the character do in the Penguin, right? Correct me if I am wrong here, but as memory serves, we see the scars on his face. We see him attempt to strangle his own daughter there. So for my money, I can't really understand the take that there was a lot of violence towards women in the show. It's implied. I'm not saying it's not there. It's certainly there, but it's all more implied than it is where John actually, you see him do it. So I'm going to pull up the article here as we talk about it a little bit more, just so you can see the source for yourself. And it's just a weird take from me in general. It doesn't really matter, even if it were correct, right? Like, it's a weird take because here's what we need to walk it back a second. Here's what we were told this entire time. We've been told, oh, Mark Strong was cast due to a scheduling issue. It made perfect sense, if I'm being honest, right? Dude's a busy man, couldn't make the scheduling work, happens all the time. You have a pro when it comes to playing a mob figure in Mark Strong. So it's a natural fit there, and he has played the role well. So everything we've heard is that, okay, this was a scheduling issue, just didn't work out, but the show is great. And everyone that I have heard speak on the Penguin loves the show. It's gotten almost nothing but positive reviews. And then John Turturro hops in here like he's Oscar from accounting and says, actually, I didn't want to be in the show because the show is gross. And I don't believe it doesn't represent me. This doesn't represent me. What a weird take, dude. You're an actor. I don't know if you know this. As I put it in the Discord, I don't believe that Brad Pitt is known for scalping Germans in his free time, yet I have seen him play a character where he demands that anyone who works for him would be scalping said Germans. So I don't know. I also don't know him to be a bit partial to the Periwinkle Blue Boys, but hey, we're acting here, John. So I really don't understand what the point was of this, especially when the show is doing well. And it's not like there's this big outcry of, oh my God, do you see how violent the Penguin is? This show is disgusting. It's awful. Oh, the humanity. Won't someone please think of the children? At least John Turturro is thinking of the children. So again, I don't want this to come across as me being against anyone who denounces violence towards women. That's not the case. I am also, very bold take, get ready, I am also anti-domestic violence. I'm anti-violence towards women. Yes, easy win there for everybody. But you're playing a role, and I think it's very weird, considering that this guy has played a murderer before. He's played all kinds of different roles. So why is it that this one is below you? It's beneath you. So I'm not sure why our boy is fed up I saw Anthony Hopkins straight up eat dudes in that one documentary, Silence of the Lambs. Exactly. I don't understand the take here. That it's part of the job of acting to do and be the types of people that you would never be in real life. I believe that's in the job description somewhere in there. So, hey, works for us. If I'm being honest, and as I have been on previous episodes, I see this as an improvement. So I'm sorry, John. I'm sorry that you feel that way. We will still think of you fondly as our initial Carmine Falcone. A tweet from Discussing Film where Hugh Grant was asked if he carries darker roles in his mind for a long time, to which he sarcastically replied, "I killed 3 people this afternoon. I feel awful about that." I don't know if it was John's statements that brought this question out of our interviewer or if it just happens to be coincidence, but Hugh Grant, he can feel it. All right. He will no longer play another one of these darker roles because he just can't handle it mentally. I am kidding, of course, but there you have it. A little bonus clip.
John Turturro didn't reprise his role as Carmine Falcone for the spinoff series Penguin. I did what I wanted to do with the role. In the show, there was a lot of violence towards women, and that's not my thing. We do not condone violence towards women or anybody at all, period. End of story. We'll make that dDweeb's official stance. I don't need to go any farther with that because that's the truth. However, Kev, this is a TV show. He didn't want to play a TV character. Again, talking about things that aren't real. He didn't reprise his role because he didn't want to portray that in a TV show. What are you? I mean, you sound like you. Headbuck says, "We the women. We stand by you, the women." But this is a load of bollocks. I agree, Kev. I want your opinion. I think it's fucking horseshit. Like, what?
So
you make him as an actor.
Yeah, not only do I agree, but this new version of this tweet has led me to a conspiracy theory. So let me just say first, I will reprise some of my thoughts here on this one. It's a role. I don't recall Jack Nicholson ever swinging an axe at Shelley Duvall once filming was wrapped up for The Shining. All kinds of insert your own joke here or there. You know what I'm saying? This is it's your job. As I said before, it's weird to say I didn't want to play the villain role because he was doing villain things. But the other part, press X to doubt, as of this moment, and I am up to date as of last night's episode of The Penguin, we have not seen Mark Strong's version of Carmine Falcone do anything to anybody. It is all implied violence. Sure, it happens. But John Turturro
not showed it on screen.
Was the one with his hands around a woman's neck. So if anything, it could be guilt for the violence that he helped portray, but that's not there in The Penguin. Mm-hmm. But also, James, where he says this, I did what I wanted to do with the role. In the show, there was a lot of violence towards women, and that's not my thing. I know what happened here, James, because just to give everyone the timeline who hasn't been there, this is what we were told to start. There was a scheduling conflict, and the studio went with Mark Strong, right? Because Tuturro had a scheduling conflict. Then, boom, show opens up, hot, goes out like gangbusters. Everybody's into it. Great. All of a sudden, John Turturro comes out. Too much violence towards women. I didn't want to play the role. Now I'm also hearing I did what I wanted to do with the role, and there was too much violence. This, to me, sounds like my buddy, sophomore year in college. He comes into my dorm with a 6-pack of beer, talking about how his recent breakup was totally mutual because, you know what, man, like, I can't do long distance anyway. I got to focus on my music career. He's got all of these list of reasons for why he totally wasn't just dumped by his girlfriend. I think HBO.
You're going to say it, aren't you?
What? Mark Strong is a way better Carmine Falcone than this sidekick from Transformers would ever be. And we're moving on from you, Johnny T. That's what I think happened here.
Don't
And now
do
we
this
have
to
sour
him.
grapes.
You're
He's
telling me
peeing
it's
in
a
the
bad
Cheerios.
breakup? It's a bad breakup?
That's right.
Oh no.
Nothing. I've never experienced any of this personally. Okay, but something tells me this might be where we're at.
God, it would make talk about a bad John. Talk about dear John. Oh, we got a bad breakup on our hands, folks. We got a bad breakup. Bad breakup on our hands. Oh fuck. Sound like he's trying to put a bad stink on the show and possibly make people hate it. And now he's backpedaling. I about fell apart there. Oh no. He didn't get in. Was mad. Talked shit on it. Then the show was good. Then he was more mad.
Dude, those people are lame. I didn't want to go to that party anyway.
Yeah.
I gotta work tomorrow.
Yeah, that party wasn't
sound familiar?
Wasn't that cool?
Yeah.
It is.
I wouldn't go.
Oh no.
I got this thing out of town the next day. Yeah, it's fine. I'm busy earlier, so I'm just gonna do my own thing. So it's cool, dude. I didn't want to be invited. It's fine, actually. Actually works out. It's better for me.
That's it, isn't it?
Yep. That's what I think.
Kev nailed it. We got him.
We got you, you son of a bitch.
Sorry, Mr. Tuturro.
He was washing his
hair that day.
He had a doctor's appointment. He couldn't change it. He already rescheduled twice.
Oof. Damn. Nice, Kev. Good catch. That's brutal. Poor guy. Yeah, poor sap.
A fisherman always spots another fisherman from afar. I know a cope when I see one, James. As a Notre Dame fan and a Cubs fan, I have talked myself out of many a bad weekend.
Didn't like her anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Mutual. Whatever bullshit excuse you want. Got to focus on my music career, like you said. He had a women's advocacy meeting that day. Oh shit, Kang, what's up? You missed all the tomfoolery of neither of us having computers that worked at the beginning of this. Show may have went in dark for a couple minutes, but the stream never turned off. So here we are. We found our way back. I didn't really want to do the show. I didn't want to do the show tonight. Yeah. I did everything I wanted to with that character, with that James character on the Weekly Dweeb. Did everything I wanted to with him. Didn't need it tonight.
There's too much
Oops is fucking right.
I just didn't want to do it.
Oops is yeah, right. Ripsy Daisy is woof. Oops. Big yikes.
Oopsie.
Poor guy, John. I want to ask him about all other movies. Was he okay with all the destruction in Transformers?
Dude, in Secret Window, he plays Johnny Depp's hallucination version of a murderer. But that
was he. So he's not. So he's okay with murder.
Wasn't a problem.
So we have to take everything at face value with him.
You guys are so mean.
Let our stance be made about the Acolyte too. Dweeb hates the Acolyte. That show fucking sucks. That's on record. If we didn't get to that over 10 plus hours of content on that fucking shit show.
I wish I had more hands.
No fucking
so I can give
kidding.
it 5 thumbs down.
He's got a weird movie history. A lot of shit I don't recognize. A lot of it. He's in the new Mr. and Mrs. Smith TV show. Is that a TV show or is that a movie with?
They made a TV show of Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Here we go. Batman, Big Lebowski, Severance. Never seen Severance. Heard it's good. Mr. Deeds. Oh, Brother, Where Out There. There you go. There's a throwback.
Dude, no, he has great roles.
Weird disguise. He's in Transformers. Rounders. There's a fucking banger. There's Secret Window, like you talked about.
Mainly,
Cars.
I think, known for his comedy roles, but he definitely has range. I think he's a good actor. For my money, as I've stated, Mark Strong is just better at being an imposing gangster. He's also been in multiple Guy Ritchie films, so he's had the practice.
Also, the villain in the Green Lantern movies. Badass.
Ooh, I forgot.
Fellow egg. Fellow egg.
That's
Anyway,
right.
Mr. Turturro, we're calling your bluff. Bullshit.